Hello there, it's Gayle Ryan with the Bullitt County Public Library again. Today we are going to follow on the theme of buttons. And today I'm going to show you how to make a ball chain and button bracelet. What is ball chain, you might ask? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Take a look around. If the room you're in has a fan, a ceiling fan, and that ceiling fan has a light, you're going to have two chains hanging down from the ceiling. It's going to look something like this. We tend to put a decorative bottom on there. You can buy those at the hardware stores. You connect these with a tiny little connector. I'll show you that on a close-up a little bit later. You simply hook it into the ball chain, and then you would hook that onto the rest of the chain. So, in order to get your supplies for today's craft, I want you to get some ball chain. Now, there's no excuse if you have a fan hanging from the ceiling. Go find your adult, grab a pair of wire cutters, measure off about 6 or 7 inches of that, use those wire cutters, and you've got supplies. The next thing you're going to need, go into that fancy container of buttons and pull out one that has a metal shank in the back. It's basically, usually, a metal loop. You're going to need something that the chain can pass through and drop down to the other side. So grab those supplies and I'll see you back here in just a few moments. And we're back. Wanted to show you a close-up of the items that I was talking about. This was the fan pull. For the most part, the chain goes down into whatever your holder is, and depending, it would come out that end. Here is a connector. You'll notice, if you look at all of the items that I have here, they come in different colors. I also believe there is a company out there that sells ball chain, and you can actually purchase it in real gold and real silver. So if you wanted to get very serious about making this jewelry, the opportunity and the supplies are out there. So I've shown you the fan pull connector and ball chain. Here you'll see it comes in a variety of colors and sizes. You're probably, if you hit the garage outside, there's probably some pieces out there, maybe in a jar. I love ball chain. As you can tell, I've got a lot of it, and I just always grab it because it's very, you can use it for a variety of things. So, back to our connectors. I wanted to show you, I'm actually going to be using this piece, and you'll notice these are all different thicknesses. I'm going to take those out of the way, and I'm going to use a connector, and you may have to fiddle with these. Sometimes they're extremely tight. This one actually worked pretty well. I'm making 2 pieces a bit longer by using a connector. And I'll probably want to take a pair of pliers and tighten that up just to make sure it doesn't come out. You want something about 6 to 7 inches long, something that's going to fit around your wrist. As you can see, that one's just a little bit too big. So I will have, once I've created the bracelet, I'll have my assistant shorten this down. So again, very flexible. You can make it any size. The idea is just to have the chain. And another suggestion, if you wanted to do several different pieces, you could cut them any length as long as you've got enough connectors to put those together. So you can get a variety of personal looks, just depends on what you want. All right, now this is the extremely difficult, highly technical part. You remember I called this a shank button, and this is the shank. You'll notice those come in a variety of sizes, but for the most part, they are on the back of some pretty cool buttons. Sometimes that's going to be in plastic, sometimes it will be a separate piece of metal, and sometimes it'll be a piece of metal formed with the back. So again, look through what you've got. So this is the one I'm going to use. It's kind of a blackened silver, so I think it'll go well with this silver. Again, highly technical. I'm going to take that chain, drop that through that hole. Okay, wow, that was stressful. All right, my assistant, I'm going to give him the wire cutters, and if you can take a look about, I would probably say just have the ends meet up. Let's turn that over. Have the ends meet up, and then snip one off, and then I think I'm going to use this black connector right here. Hopefully it's loose enough. Okay, that one's a little on the tight side, so let me grab another one. And again, it would take a little bit of time, but you can use a regular pair of pliers. That went in very easily. I've put one on that end. Again, if my assistant will help me, let's do it this way. Let's bring it over to the top so that they can see. And you literally snap that in, so you will need some assistance putting this on and off, taking it off. And if that's reasonably, again, very easy to adjust.
You have to do it the other way.
Okay. Like this? Oh, from the bottom. Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll offer him some assistance. That's probably what it was. It was just too heavy. So remember that when you are having someone help you put on your bracelet. Now, again, it could be that it's too tight.
Agree.
It's really a tiny piece of wire that keeps these connected.
I can't either.
Okay. Well, then let me go ahead and make that adjustment. So it seems that this end, and let me see if I can just bring that up to the camera. All those do is you pinch them in, and that would be to tighten them. And then if you need to spread that out just a little bit, and I'll try to do this as quickly as I can, but you're just going to pull, yep, shouldn't be too much at all. Let's give that another try. All right, so now I know to hold that. And you just fit the ball in. I know it's kind of tiny. If you hold that straight, instead of trying to curve it, yeah, there you go. So, is that not cool? Now again, depending on the value of the button, if you want to keep that on until it comes off, you can. But if you want to take that off at night, before you get in the shower, before you scrub the car, wash all the dirty dishes, you can do that. But again, something kind of cool. Wanted to just give you, I did not finish these with the ends, but here are some other examples of my buttons. I think I showed this in the earlier video. I love this one. So obviously I would not want to wear this all day. I'd want to take that off, but that's one that can be used. This one kind of looks like a jeans button or a jacket button, kind of a cool look. The brass and black on almost a golden or a warm silver on that. And this one is one of my favorites because I love this button. It looks like turquoise, and then I've got a gunmetal ball and chain on there. You'll notice they're all a little bit different in size with the buttons themselves and the chain. But it really does give you a great opportunity to personalize something. And let's say you had some buttons that was maybe off of your favorite grandmother's favorite dress, something that means something to you. Make a piece of jewelry, share that, and that way it is truly personally yours. Thank you.